It is Tuesday evening, October 26th, and I am working on a small touch-up on a website, a client that I have. He runs a commercial janitorial company, and he's got a basic website where he's got a contact page that displays his email address right here in plain form, just in plain text. And one way to help combat junk mail is to, instead of having the email address actually display in plain text, is to convert it into an image and display it on a website that way. That way, the spammers out there who use their email robots and spiders that crawl through all the websites, it can't. Most of them cannot leech off and auto-detect an email address on this page. Instead, they just see an image. And that way, this client's email address won't be added into the spammer's email list and get spammed. And so that'll help with reducing junk email. So what I've done is, on the website, I just visit the website. I'm just going to grab the screenshot, and a quick technique is to bring it on over to Photoshop. I've just pasted a screenshot into Photoshop, and I've highlighted and cropped out the particular email address right here. And that email address is now an image file because it's just a screenshot. I've cropped it, and I save it as a GIF file. And then I go back to the code of the website, which I'll bring up right now. I've got Dreamweaver up, and I'm just going to bring up the contact page. And within the contact page, I can then go in and delete the textual email address and replace it with the GIF image. So that's what we'll do really quick here. Alright, so I brought up the relevant code on the page to replace the text email with the image, and here is where the code displays the placement of the email address. And so what I'm just going to put is the proper tag for images, and image, and then source, and we'll rely on some of Dreamweaver's automation to bring us to the correct page here. Let's see. So here are clean images, and here's our GIF file. And so went ahead and inserted it right here. So we've got our GIF file, or GIF file now, instead of the actual text. So when we look down here, this is now an actual image. So we'll go ahead and switch it to a live view so we get an accurate representation. There it is. And now if you notice, if you try to highlight it, the text doesn't quite highlight exactly like how it normally highlights text really easily. So I'm going to go ahead and save this in. And we'll bring up the web page here. I'll FTP it here. And I actually don't have the client's FTP host information configured in my FileZilla just yet. I've recently just reinstalled Windows 7 on the system, so to be continued. Right, I've got FileZilla hooked up to the client's web space here, FTP, and so I am going to transfer over the Contact Us page. Let that update there, and then the new image that I created for in place of the email address. So actually I did that wrong here. Let's go ahead and do the image. Euroclean, there we go. And the Contact Us, I kind of did that wrong there. Now we can transfer the actual Contact Us page that was updated. Transfer that on over. Alright, great. And so we will bring that up. Let's hit the website here. Okay, so if we go to the Contact Us page here, and let's see here. Alright, so now it's an actual image. By default, HTML treats the HTML code treats all images with a link surrounding it with a blue border. So I'm going to remove that, keep it, that little detail there, because we want it to look like just text. So I'm going to bring this back up and make sure that the image is set for border 0. There we go. Save that up. Transfer it on over again. Yoink. Overwrite. Back to the website. We will refresh the page. And there goes the borders. And it still has the underlying hyperlink where when you click on it, it attempts to bring up the actual an email program to handle that email address. But underlying the actual link is actually an image this time. And notice how when you normally highlight text on a page, you can bit by bit, character by character highlight, whereas if it's an image, it will only highlight it all or nothing. See? So that's an image. And spammers, they're spiders that crawl off the internet and tries to automatically grab email addresses off of websites to accumulate on their spamming list. They most of them cannot quite yet convert text images to text. So there we have it. There's one way to help combat spam off your company website. A little bit.